Two teams sitting above 500 in the early season, but only one will stay that way as we're off in week 4. Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. They've got a man in motion. Looking to throw right away. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, we're one snap in, and already this defense has potentially killed this opening drive. And remember how valuable every possession is in the NFL. Talk about setting an immediate tone by this defense.
Complete here to Bowers. He's got a gain of 6 there. Christian Gonzalez getting there for the tackle.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 14.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
He is popped immediately, and the ball's out. And the football...
You know, return men always think they're breaking the next one for a highlight reel touchdown. They've got to have that confidence. But sometimes that confidence leads to recklessness. It's a fine line, and they can get it punched out trying to do too much. That almost ended up the wrong kind of highlight.
They'll run here on 1st down. And they had that one contained right at the line. Met and stopped by Alex Highsmith. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Back to the well again. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Making the tackle there, Joey Bosa. Stuffed at the line a 2nd time, and now it'll be 3rd and 10.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
And it's a nickel look by the Raiders. 3rd down coming up. Motioning him from the slot right. 3rd and long for him here. Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They pick up 20 yards there. And that'll be good for a Denver 1st. They're set up at the 35 now. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
Even though that run did not net them a 1st down, I can promise you this, Kate. I promise you. I know how it works. They're going to circle that one. They're going to remember that one. And when they need some key yards on the ground, they'll come back to that call later.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Touchdown, Denver! Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's a return from the 7. Finds some space. He's past the 30. They track him down, but a nice return in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Motioning the tight end left. Ritter. Connection made. Travis Etienne. And that is a big hit right after that catch. So the play limited to maybe just a couple yards.
1 yard gain. brings up 2nd and 9. At the 30.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
So near disaster a moment ago, but the drive's still in trouble if they can't convert on third. Completed over the middle. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first. The Raiders bringing out the punting unit. The Broncos have Marvin Mims deep to return. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And the Broncos are going to take over with a lot of field ahead of them. Play action on first down. Hits his running back. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Broncos will have a first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
On first down, they'll run. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
And he's taken down after a short rush at about the 36. Moving in the right direction that time, but only 2 yards picked up, so it's 3rd and 9. Pass play now. He throws a bullet to the set. Into heavy coverage, and that's intercepted. And it's a pick six as he runs it in for the touchdown. They can go to the locker rooms tied if they put this through. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Raiders tie this game 7-7. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Return starts at the 9. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. It's the end of the first in this AFC West showdown. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They'll get to work here, 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender, heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this piece down.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swinging.
First time this game they've looked to him. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Oh, that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of fourth down. Here comes the Broncos punting unit. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. So no return on that punt. And it'll be Raider football. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Connects on the crosser. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. He still has room inside the 30. And he takes this all the way down to the 24-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They go right back to Etienne. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the 19. He rolls to his right. That one's complete, right side. And he's going to be just inside the 10 before he goes out. 9-yard pickup, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Is in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders take a 2nd quarter lead. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. Point after from Carlson is up and good. And the Raiders break that tie and now lead by 7. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And he only gets to around the 15 before being brought down. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Completed to his running back. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They pick up 20 yards there. And that'll be good for a Denver 1st. Here's the handoff. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Keely Ringo making the play. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Man in motion, headed right. 2nd and 4. Cut for big yards on the right side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They'll throw on first. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They'll try and punch it in. Is across the line for the Denver touchdown. The Broncos earn the chance to tie before halftime. Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Broncos tie things up at 14. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. Well, no surprises here. They decline the holding call and hang on to the interception. New set of downs for him from the 46. They go play action on 1st. Hauled in left side. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their 1st. 2nd and 3 now. From the 47. Fits it through the middle. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver! Take the lead just before halftime. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Broncos break that tie and now lead by 7. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for the back that time. So that brings up 2nd down.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
And they send a man in motion. Second and 10 now. Gets it quickly to Bowers. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Slot man motioned over. Throwing here, Ritter. completes. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining.
Man, with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, you can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. Just can't happen. But you're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in.
Ritter to throw. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Kirby Joseph picks it. And the Broncos might be able to get some points late after the interception. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. They get it right back. That's intercepted. And he's going to go. It's a pick six. Second time he's had an errant throw taken back for 6 in this half, Brock. As a quarterback, how do you come back from this knowing there's so much game left?
How do you come back from it, or how do your family and friends come back from it? I know as I get older, I think about them more and more. As a competitor, you're just going to grit your teeth and do what you can. But for the loved ones following, that's a tough second pick six to watch.
And his kick is good, and what a first half that was as we officially go into locker rooms now, all tied up.
The score, all tied.
Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. Fielded at the 7. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Back-to-back carries here. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
He has the first over the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's trying to push the field. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Raiders Chiefs are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Well, Brock, it was an absolute battle in the first half as they played to a tie, heading into the locker rooms. And already we have the first big play of half number 2 with that INT.
Yeah, not just the first big play, but maybe the first separating play here, Kate. There's always a moment in the second half, especially where one of these teams makes the play, right? That one that we're going to circle and look back to as the defining play of the half. We may just have witnessed it right there.
He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. From the 28. Buys time, rolling right. Now here he goes. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Working quickly here.
That's good for Las Vegas.
Ritter looking to throw. Oh no, they get him yet again. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. Dicker on now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Broncos break that tie and now lead by 7. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Returning it from the 4. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Getting right back to it after that interception. Finds him over the middle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Back to throw now, it's Ritter. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Ritter. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
Well, the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, and it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
They'll throw it again. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. This goes across midfield and into Broncos territory. Offense up to the line fast.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. That's caught for the first. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Here's ETN on 1st down. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Second and 12 behind the sticks. Complete here to Bowers. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Offense in the hurry up here.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 3.
From the gun on 3rd down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, I know some old-school coaches, maybe some former NFL quarterbacks who would have this guy running stairs after that drop, partner. Hit or no hit. That was a catch there that would have meant a 1st down.
Yeah, that's why that's old school, okay, Kate? The new school coaches and quarterbacks know how hard it is in this league with the contact. How valuable those contested catches are. Credit the defense for making the play on that one.
He's back to throw. Completed over the middle. He makes it in for the touchdown. The Raiders cut it to 1 late in the third. Brock Bowers the touchdown. Carlson good on the extra point. And the Raiders tie us up 28-all. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Forced out to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, and you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Second and 10, and they'll stick to the air. Short pass brought in. And that will not be enough for a 1st down. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Back to throw. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. Penalty not helping their cause for this 3rd down. So through 3, we're still knotted up in what's been an absolute shootout. It's been a thrilling game, an absolute barn burner that is shockingly still tied as we get set for the 4th. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. They put a receiver in motion right. Throwing on 3rd and long. Trying for the deep ball. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going. And you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Officially a 55-yard launch. And they're going to take over possession. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's ETN to begin the drive. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Second down now, 7 to go. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up 3rd down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. That one's complete over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Las Vegas sends out the punt team. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. Pulled in at the 20. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. Nice kick there. It's a punt of 53 yards. And the Broncos get set to take over. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Another carry for him. They cross the 40. Nice run there. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
He puts some air under this one, deep right. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, they just couldn't quite hang on.
Man in motion here. Looking to throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Raiders' drive is going to start deep on their own side of the field. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll try it left with Etienne. And he's brought down after getting this up across the 15. 1st down play, that's in 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Headed out right. Finds a man right side. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Raiders 1st. Putting a receiver in motion. They're set up at the 35 now. Trying it right side with Etienne. Blast through midfield. Down the sideline inside the 30. And he finally ends up out of bounds after a huge gain. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that's a Vegas first down.
Anytime you go over half the field in one play, totally changes the complexion of the drive. They're now set up beautifully in enemy territory to end the series with some type of points.
First down, and they go right back to him. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you get runs of that length. It may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
And that hit stops him in his tracks. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
Broncos bringing out an extra DB. 3rd down coming up. Now to throw. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And 4th and 4 coming up.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
On comes Daniel Carlson for a pretty important kick. From the left hash, about 31 yards out. That one is good! And they're going to take the lead inside the final minute.
You know what I love about that, Kate? He didn't shrink from the spotlight. He seized the moment, made it his own. And that kick might just win them this game.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. Finds some space. He's past the 30. He'll head out of bounds on the return.
Trailing by 1 score late here, Kate. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps them get right back into it. Good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Here's the long back on the handoff. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. Still 1 more in their pocket to use.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
They kick the running back in motion. Back to throw. Hits his running back. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
Setting up to pass. He's on the move. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Trayvon Merrick has it. And the Raiders make the play that should win them this game. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing turnovers. Big play after big play, and that is their 4th interception of this contest.
Special for the defense and an absolute nightmare for a quarterback. 1 interception, it sticks with you all week long, but throwing 4, he probably wishes he could be anywhere else on earth other than this field right now.
Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up 2nd and 5.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a groove, when he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you got.
The Black Hole can take that party over to the Vegas Strip as the Raiders win at home.